Here's a look at the weather stations and outdoor thermometers that I have set up here at the old house. Just about to take all these down and move them, but I figured I'll get a video before I do so. This is the Acurite 5-in-1 unit. I like this system quite a bit, but it definitely has longevity issues. I noticed very recently the temperature readings during the day are completely haywire, and I don't hear the fan running, so I think the fan recently failed. I replaced this whole unit not that long ago. I can't remember now exactly when it was. They only seem to be good for like a year or two, and then they start developing issues. But what I will say in the defense of these newer models is they have a modular design, so you can replace the temperature sensor, you can replace the fan relatively easily. So I'll probably just order a new fan and we should be good to go. Okay, it looks like that got broke at some point. Where's the other piece? Well, that would explain why that's not working. Oh, this is all bent too. You know, never a dull moment, is it? Well, I guess I'm going to have to get a new wind vane too, because that's all jacked up. I wonder if that's when the fan broke. Probably is. See that? The shaft is all bent. Unbelievable. Alright, well there's that one on the fence here. Used to have it on the flagpole, but the rain measurements were all cockamamie because it was shaking too much. Okay. It's hot today. And the sun is strong. Back over here, I have another wireless thermometer, just a basic temperature and humidity unit under the table. So we know what the temperature is back here, which is always considerably cooler than the rest of the yard. Over here on the deck, I have an ambient weather unit. This has been in service for a couple years now, and it seems to be overall lasting longer than the Acurite one is. I like the indoor display of the Acurite one better, but this seems to be the more durable of the two brands, and it does have some additional features that the other one doesn't. And then lastly, I have two more wireless thermometers under here, and these are all on different channels and multiple different receivers in the house set to different channels, so let's go take a look at those now. This one is situated downstairs. This reads off the deck behind the railing there. The display is kind of screwed up on this one, but it doesn't matter because the only thing of interest here is the outside temperature. Downstairs I have another one of these. I like these displays, they're pretty good. The numbers are big and they got a lot of good information on them. I think this one reads off of the one on the deck as well, although I'm not certain, I don't remember. I know the two upstairs, I have a bunch of them upstairs, and those I have set to different channels. Over here, this is I think this one is the one on the deck, and maybe the other one is, I don't know. I don't think it would go that far. But I have one of these Acurite 5-in-1s in here. You see the temperature is crazy. It's not 87 yet. So the fan is definitely bad in that. This is saying only 78. That is definitely behind the railing. And then maybe this one is not behind the railing. Maybe this one is outside by the table. Well, we'll see. We'll check upstairs. Upstairs we have this one. I think this is the one on the deck because it's reading a little bit higher. And then this one is probably the one by the table because it's reading a little bit lower. And this is all a mess in here. In the bedroom, we have another Acurite 5-in-1. This is off the sensor on the fence. And this, I believe, is the sensor in the back by the table. And I guess this will be the one on the deck because it's hotter. And then this is the sensor on the deck as well, and it's reading 71, which seems kind of low to me. I guess maybe I don't know. I mean, that's in direct sun, but it's got that baffle over the thermometer, so it's supposed to not be affected by the sun. Those other two, you know, they're behind the railing, so they're in the shade, but I guess the sun probably heats up the railing a fair bit, and maybe the readings aren't accurate. But then again, these other two, this one's back in the woods, so maybe that's just reading low for some reason. I don't know. Or am I looking at the indoor temperature? Goof and a half. That's the indoor temperature. The outdoor is 83. So, in fact, the exact opposite of what I said is true. Even though it has that baffle, it still reads a few degrees higher in the sun, because you got that one behind the railing, which is only 78. That one's reading 83 already. So that's a good 5-degree discrepancy there. And then lastly, I have one more in the bathroom, which is reading 78. And unfortunately, these sensors are apparently very sensitive to moisture, because the last unit I had in here also started to get dead pixels. Now this one is starting to get some dead pixels as well. And this is kind of annoying, because I do look at the date and the time on this one pretty often. So I'm going to have to get that replaced. But anyway, so there's all the wireless outdoor thermometer setups that I have at this house. I have to set up the new house soon.